Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you're wanting to cut through the fluff and just get straight to the facts, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're unpacking a really interesting, highly versatile financial tool from HDFC Bank, the Giftplus Prepaid Card. We're going to dive into the data, the core features, and yes, the limitations, so you can figure out if this is the right gifting move for you or your business. Let's get into it. So here is our quick roadmap for today. First, we'll meet the Giftplus card, then run through the fees and limits, look at how to actually redeem the value, check out the eligibility steps, and then finally wrap it up with our final verdict. All right, Section 1, meet the Giftplus card, which they're calling the ultimate gift of choice. Now, we've all been there, right? Staring at a shelf, wondering what actually makes the perfect gift. Honestly, buying gifts can just be super stressful. You want to give something they'll love, but traditional store vouchers, they're often way too restrictive. I mean, what if they don't even like that brand? Or what if they'd rather grab a nice dinner instead of buying more clothes? This card is basically designed to totally eliminate that gifting anxiety by handing the power of choice straight to the person getting the gift. To really get how this works, let's look at what it actually is, a prepaid and stored value card. Zero confusing banking jargon here, I promise. In everyday terms, this just means it's a physical card that you load exactly one time with a set amount of cash. That's it. The person you give it to can spend that money however they want, wherever they want, until the balance hits zero. And here's a number that I think makes this a real game changer. 3. That is a massive 3-year validity period starting right from the day the card is issued. You know how normal gift cards expire in, 6 months? Maybe a year, and then you're just rushing to buy something you don't even need? A generous 3-year window gives them all the time in the world to wait for the perfect moment. And because it runs on standard payment networks, the versatility is huge. It literally acts just like a regular debit card. Your friend or family member can use it at major stores and e-commerce sites all across India. Gadgets, fancy meals, flight bookings, ordering takeout, or, hey, even just paying the electric bill. This card covers the whole shebang. Okay, Section 2, important fees and limits. Let's understand the real cost, because looking at the hard data is absolutely crucial before getting any financial product. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how transparent the fee structure is. To actually get the card, the joining fee is just 100 rupees plus GST. Super nominal. But check out that second row. There is zero annual or renewal fee. No hidden recurring costs. If the card happens to expire and there are still funds on it, you can get it reissued for another 100 rupees plus GST to access that leftover money. One quick thing to note at the bottom, though, if they check their balance at an ATM, there is a tiny 10 rupee fee plus taxes. Let's talk limits. You can load this thing up with a minimum of 500 rupees, perfect for small little thank you gifts. But the maximum load caps out at 10,000 rupees per card. So objectively speaking, while 10,000 covers almost all everyday gifting, that ceiling does mean it won't really work if you're trying to hand out massive corporate bonuses or ultra-luxury presents. And remember, it's a one-time load. Once that cash is spent, you cannot top it up again. And I have to highlight this strict limitation right here. While the entire loaded amount is completely yours to spend, no sneaky usage deductions from the bank, you absolutely cannot withdraw physical cash from an ATM. It just won't work. This card is strictly for swiping at physical stores or shopping online. Moving on to Section 3, redeeming the stored value, and how to use it safely out in the real world. Security is thankfully super straightforward. In a physical store, the card uses a secure PIN, exactly like your standard bank debit card. Buying something online, it requires an OTP or one-time password to keep those funds safe. And to avoid that 10 rupee ATM fee we just talked about, the user can easily check their balance for free using HDFC's net banking or phone banking. Oh, and here's a really nice touch. When you buy the card, you can add a personalized message up to 256 characters. Pretty cool, right? So here is a crucial pro tip. See this RBI inactivity rule? This is a strict government mandate, not just some bank policy. Yes, the card is valid for 3 years, for sure. But if there is zero financial transactions for 12 straight months, the bank will send a warning and then temporarily lock the card. It's not canceled, just locked. You can easily unblock it through the portal or phone banking, but you have to make a transaction that same day before midnight, or it just locks right back up. It's a great security feature, but definitely something to keep in mind. All right. Section 4, eligibility and application. The great news here, this is not some exclusive VIP-only club. Anyone with a valid PAN card can apply, whether you already bank with HDFC or not. If you are already an HDFC customer, the process is practically effortless. It's entirely digital. You just log into your net banking, click over to prepaid cards, and hit purchase gift card. Follow a couple prompts, the money comes out of your account, and you're done. But what if you don't bank with HDFC? No problem. The process is just a bit more old school. You do have to physically pop into an HDFC branch. You'll fill out a quick paper form, hand over your PAN details, and a check for the amount you want to load, and then just provide a recent photo and one OVD.
Let's clear up that acronym real quick. OVD just means official valid document. It's literally just standard government ID for KYC verification. Your passport, a driver's license, voter ID, or an Aadhaar card. Just standard paperwork to keep everything above board.
And that brings us to Section 5. Let's move to our final verdict and weigh the pros and cons objectively.
Okay, here's the bottom line. On the pros side, this card absolutely shines because of that awesome 3-year validity and its massive versatility. It works for literally any occasion and uses standard, highly secure PIN and OTP tech. But we gotta be real about the cons. That strict 10,000 rupee cap, that definitely rules it out for huge milestone gifts. It's also strictly a one-off, disposable gift since you can't reload it. Plus, those little ATM balance inquiry fees can chip away at the money if you aren't checking it online instead.
Honestly, I think Cardswala hit the nail on the head in their review. They called it a convenient, secure, and thoughtful gift option that truly gives the gift of choice. It just totally wipes out the stress of guessing what someone wants, and it's a huge step up from just handing someone an awkward envelope of cash. So I'll leave you with this to think about. Knowing the fees, the hard limits, and the absolute freedom of that 3-year nationwide acceptability, is the HDFC Giftplus card the exact solution you need for your next personal celebration or office event? It definitely completely changes the way we can think about gifting. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I really hope this deep dive helps you make the best choice possible.